Okay, this is video 6, retake number 3. The reason why is because there's so much information I'm trying to share. In this last video, the video ran out before I could even say that the video was going to run out. So I was in mid-sentence. So I'm starting all over again and discussing the fact that when I came back from Florida, that I was in a rear-end collision. And so in that time, I was recuperating from a whiplash, and I was not able to utilize my facilities at home in the way that they were. I had to have some things moved around so that I could sit in the computer in a comfortable position and do my research, look up apartments, residential places to possibly try to wholesale when I had no clue what I was doing, because I didn't take any classes on wholesaling. I just printed out a piece of paper and read on how to wholesale, and I'm still intimidated because I don't have a team at the time. So, but I'm doing things, and I'm doing the instructions that were given to me when I left my first 3-day course from Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I'm moving and I'm shaking. And when I came back to work, still in recovery from my whiplash, they didn't have anything for me to do. So I utilized that time to read and study. And I read and I studied and I read and I studied and I learned the material as best I could. And when I was returned to the field, I wrote with another coworker of mine, which allowed me to not do any work. Still, he did all the work, and I read and I studied. And it was hot that summer. It was in the hundreds, 115, I think it peaked at. But I'm still in an unair-conditioned truck, sitting and reading and studying and reading and studying and reading and studying and listening to tapes as best I could. And now we fast forward to June. Now, collision happened in April. June, I'm taking my next class. It was commercial properties, because I took the advice of my first advisor, who was another student in my 3A course, who suggested you could read and learn about wholesaling. You can read and learn about these basics. Start off with the hard hitters. And so I did. Land development, commercial properties. I met with other people. I networked. Every class I went to, I exchanged business cards. Okay, I learned a trick some time ago on how to make my own business cards, and I would make magnets. I thought that would be my strategy in making myself unique. So I would hand out business card magnets, and I would receive business cards, and I would file away the business cards so that I knew who these people were and what class I met them at, and so on and so forth. And time is ticking, and I'm still learning, and I'm still reading, and I'm attending RIAs, and I'm finding the RIAs pretty interesting. The first one I attended was in Greenbelt, Maryland, and that one just stopped one day. But by then I decided to start expanding my horizon, and I found a second one, which I really kind of decided to call home. I also was hosting cash flow game nights because I could not find one locally. So I would host it once a month, and no one would show up. I had a few people show up. One of the people I met at my first RIA, I showed up with her husband, but everyone that showed up did not know how to play the game. So I'm new at myself, and I'm trying to teach people. And I really just wanted to play. So when I started my second RIA, attending that one, I realized they had a cash flow game night, and I was on it like oh my goodness, let's just say I was on it, okay? And so I would go and I would play, and then I would play online because I learned about the online version. I actually utilized the online version to help me with the math so that I can understand how I'm calculating the math in the game. So when I'm doing my investments, I know if I'm going into a deficit or if I'm going to be making a profit or if it's how much it is and all. And so once I was able to start playing the board game, I was able to kind of keep the game going, because when people play, they don't like to wait for you to do the math. They want to get their turn. Hurry up, get your turn, So anyway, I attended the commercial properties class, and still I learned a lot. Still kind of caught with the cap rate. I'm stuck on the cap rate. But the video is coming to an end. I met a few people there still, and I still have to go back because I still need to learn a little bit more and really get a good understanding of how to calculate different things. It's a little bit more intricate with commercial than it is residential. So stay tuned for the next video, number 7. Thanks.